Hey guys, WantClue here. I hope all of you are doing really well and having a fantastic day. Today, do we want to take a look on the Bitforge Nano and how to set it up and what you can expect in the web UI. So first things first, obviously you need to have a Bitforge, which will be available really shortly. On December, everything will be released and a couple of these shops will already list the device out there. So I have plugged in the Bitforge Nano, and the next thing that I need to do is to come over to my phone and to make sure that we do connect to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I go over to Wi-Fi, and with that, let me quickly go into Wi-Fi. So now you should be able to see what I'm doing here. I am looking on my phone for the Nano, and you do see it is already on here. And it's super easy to connect to it. It will take a couple of seconds, depending if you're using an iOS device or an Android device. It could sometimes take a little bit longer or not. And there you go. I just needed to plug it in again. So now we are here in this captive portal. You are already used to that from the Bitaxe and from the NerdX devices. So just give it a couple of seconds. It needs a little bit of time to load. Here we go. We have the Forge OS dashboard. We already do see that if I close that here, that we are in the configuration. We are currently in the power mode, and we can set the host name or the Wi-Fi SSID. So I put in my Wi-Fi network. You could also click on the lens to search for Wi-Fi's next to you, but I don't need to do that. I just need to type in the name of my Wi-Fi, and then the password is already saved. So I click on save here. And the next thing that I can do is come on top here and click on restart. And now the device should actually restart, which is really a great thing. As you do see, we moved out of this control here. But here's the catch. You don't have an IP address, or you don't have a screen that you can see to actually figure out, hey, what is my IP address of this device? And that's the catch. All you need to do is just come back into your Wi-Fi settings of your phone and connect to it again. The Bitforge will have its Wi-Fi open for up to 15 minutes after boot and connecting to your network. And here's the cool thing, you already do see it. It tells you Bitforge network access point status. It is connected to the Wi-Fi, and this right here is the IP address that you need to put into your own Wi-Fi. So if we just copy that, let me quickly copy that, go out of this Wi-Fi, I use another network, I come over to my own network, switch over to my browser, and the only thing I need to do is paste in this address, and boom, we are here. It's already up and running and hashing. And that's a super cool feature, I think, to actually show you how easy it is to figure out the IP address of your device. Obviously, you could also just go into your router settings and look up all the connected devices. It will be shown up as Forge OS, but well, it is the option. After 15 minutes, this access point that shows you the IP address will be gone. If you, for whatever reason, forgot your IP address of your device, just unplug it, plug it back in, and it will have this access point again for 15 minutes for you to connect to it, and it will show you the IP address that it does have in your network. With that, I think the setup process is super simple and easy for you to understand. So now we will hop over to the PC and take a look on the front end, on the dashboard, what you can set up there and how it looks, because that has changed significant to other miners. So let's quickly do that. All right, so here we are on the PC to have a better overview of the device itself, to take a look on everything that we do see. This right here is the standard Forge OS dashboard that you will see if you do connect to your device from your PC. Obviously, on the phone or on a tablet, it will look a little bit different, but these are the basic information that you do get about your device. You have the general stuff in the top here, like your hash rate, your efficiency, the amount of shares, and the best difficulty that you have reached so far. And I think a really important thing here on the top right is the power mode that you're currently in. With that, you can instantly see in what kind of mode you are. Obviously, if we come down here and take a look on the power management overview, you also do see the frequency and the ASIC voltage that is applied to this device currently. So technically you can adjust that, but for the reason being of this video, I will just show you how the basic steps are done. Really important is also the temperature monitoring that you do have, like the AC chips, even in the power mode, they are shy of 50 degrees Celsius, and the voltage regulator is sitting at 70 degrees Celsius, which is totally fine. The management for the power consumption and especially for the temperature monitoring is deciding every single time which temperature is worse. Is it the voltage regulator or is it the AC chips? And depending on which one it is, it will adjust the fan speed. So currently you do see we're sitting at 66 degrees Celsius, 66% on the fan speed. It could ramp up if your device gets any hotter. The most thing that will actually get any sort of temperature is the voltage regulator. As you do see, we're hitting 73 degrees Celsius, but it's been fairly managed with the monitoring on the temperatures, and the fan speed will automatically adjust if you keep it on the auto mode. Obviously, you can also change it on however you do like it. So we currently also do see that we do have the system uptime here. I think it's a nice touch to just see how long has my device actually been running and how long is the current session uptime. So with that, I think these are the basic information that you need to have for your device to actually show you what it is currently doing. When it comes to restarting the system, we do have two options. One is here on the menu on the left-hand side, and the other is right next to the power mode that you do see. So it doesn't matter if you're on the mobile phone or if you're on a PC, you always will find a button to restart your device. If you come over to the Swarm section, it will basically work the same as with the Bitaxe or with the Nerdex devices. It will show you the Swarm functionality of your devices, and we decided to make it only in this grid view and not in a list view, so that you get more devices at a smaller range. If you come over to the network page, it is the same as with the Bitaxe. You can put in your host name, you can scan for Wi-Fi networks, and you can change your Wi-Fi password. If you come over to the pool settings, everything is really simplistic here. We do have the Stratum host for the main pool. We have the backup pool or the fallback. You can put in your Bitcoin address and also the Bitcoin address for your pool on the fallback. When it comes to things like features that you do see on other devices, such as the Nerdcase++, where you can set up to mine to two different pools at the same time, well, those are features that are coming to ForgeOS as well, but in the future. With the initial release, it should be very simplistic and easy to use and set up for everybody. So if you take a look over on the settings page, we do see the simplicity just goes on here. We have two different modes or three different modes that you can select from. You have the eco mode. If you click on that, it just takes a couple of seconds and boom, the eco mode has been applied, and you do see that on the top right. We can also go in the medium mode or in the power mode. Also, the fan can be adjusted here with just setting it to automatic fan control or to manual mode, whatever you do like. When it comes to updating it, well, the current version is the version 1.0. Future releases will be available here, and also automatic updates might come in the future. So be aware, there might be a couple new nice things that are coming to this version of ForgeOS. When it comes to updating things, you do have the www.bin and the bitforgeos.bin. We opted for changing that and not using something like ESP-Miner because people were confused about it, and sometimes people uploaded NerdQX stuff to the Bitaxe or vice versa, and with that we changed it to only use the BitForgeOS bin, and any other file is not allowed here. When it comes over to the logs, we decided to go for simplicity here as well. You do see all the needed information that you do have right here on this device. The board version is currently here set to 800. That will be the case. It is the board version that we decided to use for this one because there are other devices coming in the future as well. When it comes to the logs, you can also show them here and just get your real information about everything that is going on with the device right here in this log. You can also stop scrolling or hide logs, all what you do like. And with that, I think the easy dashboard and simplicity of setting it up and using it in the way that you do like has been achieved by that, and the initial design is just a great thing here. So with that, I thank everybody for tuning in and see you on the next one.